Alright guys, so there's some awesome news from the world of anime, manga, and comics lately. There's a new Kickstarter up to bring one of the Vampire D story arcs into a comic book near you. It's titled Vampire Hunter D, The Message from Mars. The Kickstarter started out, starter needs around 25,000 by August 7th. And by the way, just a little heads up, there's also news that they're working on a new anime series for the beloved Vampire Hunter himself. That it'll be a series, but it'll be animated CG somewhat style, just like the new Berserk movies have been. But I'm really looking forward to this. This is looking to be really awesome. Damn burps. Sorry, cut that out. But it's going to be bringing more of the stories from the original manga to the US, which is really awesome. And it's going to bring one of the bigger story arcs over and put it into a US comic format, which might actually end up getting more fans into manga and anime, which is a really cool idea. And there hasn't been anything new from Vampire Hunter D in, God, almost 10-15 years. So I'm really looking forward to this one. People, if you're into manga, if you're into anime, you want to see some more cool shit coming out of Japan, some of the best manga storylines, you need to go to this Kickstarter, especially if you're a Vampire Hunter D, and just drop a couple of bucks, man.
Quick update for you. That's 105% funded, by the way, on Kickstarter. Message from Mars. It's good to go.
Is it? Okay, awesome. I just checked this out yesterday. Awesome, so it hit its mark.
I would love to see more Vampire Hunter D. I mean, I was totally enthralled with, you know, what little bit that we did manage to get in the forms of the OVAs and the anime. Didn't really read the manga too much because sometimes I get the mindset of if I read the manga, it's going to spoil the anime, cough like somebody told me to do with Berserk and ruin the fucking anime for me. Not saying your name. But no.
But the manga was so good.
It is. That's my problem right now. I get so nerd raged when fuckers fuck it up. Anyway, but no, I would love to see more of this because, like I said, you know, as far as vampire-related material, this is this stuff right here is probably some of the best work I've seen. Period. Point blank. And the interesting thing about Vampire Hunter D, it always seemed to be before the vampire craze was real big. And it looks like if this works, it's going to be after the large vampire craze. So it's really not trying to be, oh, let's be mainstream and poppy. No, it's like, no, we're going to be B-level and have...
Yeah, definitely.
Go ahead.
Definitely calls back to the old school folkloric version of the vampire.
Yeah, and I love the fact that they're more so doing it for the fans than for money and, you know, gains like that, because like I said, they could have released new shit when vampires were still huge, but they decided to go, no, we're gonna release it when we release it.
And it's such an involved world, just from the original anime movie that came out all the way back in the 80s, which I think for the longest time, even up until recent years, was the highest grossing anime movie of all time. Like, it was, even for a short hour-and-a-half movie, it developed an entire world around it of creatures and people and culture, you know what I mean? And then that twist ending at the end when you find out who he really is, which, you know, of course, if you play Castlevania, you probably saw it coming, but for a young kid when I saw this, that was like awesome to me. The idea of who he is and why he's doing
it. Yeah.
There's definitely there's a lot of great moments in there. The second movie was also really good, and that one was actually based off part of the original story and off of some real historical people. But we haven't had anything out of this in almost 10 years, which is crazy. For some reason, he never really caught on in America except for really hardcore anime fans. And if you like Attack on Titan, this is kind of up your realm. This is something you would definitely want to check out. If you like Akira, you like Berserk, you like Attack on Titan, this is an anime you should definitely check out. And he's a very strong character.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, you never see him trying to question himself as far as a main character or, you know, as the guy to root for. As you can see in some other animes, they tend to do that. They question themselves and shit. And it's like, no, don't do that shit. That's annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't question himself, but he does not see himself as a hero, yo. He does not question himself, like you said, but he also does not see himself as a hero. But what I do like about this is it's kind of the reversal role. Everybody questions who he is and if he is good, bad, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's one of the things that really pulled me in, because it's like when everybody else is the one going, well, who the fuck are you? And he's like, look, man, don't worry about it, you know. Well, I do want to say, just real quick, not really on topic here, but highest grossing anime movie ever from Japan is Spirited Away. Just saying.
Yeah, now what was it before then?
Oh,
I'm talking about in Japan itself.
I know. I'm looking up Japan stuff, and the oldest thing that's on here, honestly, is from 1999, Pokemon the movie 2000.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's what took its actual title.
The first movie is 98.
Yeah.
So, but you know, there's some good titles on here. I might do this as a topic one day. Sorry, side note.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, definitely support this. They've already hit it, the gold, as IC just pointed out. I guess it must have happened overnight, actually. So I'm glad about that. I'm definitely going to pick up this whole series when it comes out. Definitely look forward to it. And hopefully soon that anime, and they're making it a... God damn it, man, with this burps. They're making it a whole anime series out of it. Not just a movie this time. So we're going to get a lot more in-depth into the character and this and that. We're probably going to have to wait a year for that to come out. It's a... coalition between a Japanese company who's doing it and an American company at the same time.
Yes.
So it should get a release date in both places, which is awesome. And since an American company is backing it, hopefully if it does well, that means we'll get a season 2 a lot faster than we would with any other anime.
Yeah, it sounds really cool. And you said it ties in with Castlevania?
It doesn't tie in, but it has a very you find out who he is in the first movie, and if you ever play the Castlevania games, especially Symphony of the Night, you kind of see it coming because he plays a very similar character, which is in the Castlevania series after Symphony of the Night.
Okay, that yeah.
You know who I'm
yeah,
saying.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil it for people who don't know, but if you know the main hero in Castlevania Symphony of the Night, he's kind of that. That's kind of who he is.
That makes a lot more sense. Sorry.
Wait.